Tonight, it's the championship's fiercest rivalry as the London Leopards go to war with the London Towers. These battles are always titanic, with 3 of the last 6 going to overtime, including the first meeting this year, which the Towers edged. But after another tough European adventure, are the Towers looking forward to the comforts of their home court?
It certainly is nice to be back in London, back in our own beds, back at the Palace, at the home court, and what a better way to do it than facing our crosstown rivals, the Leopards.
The Leopards are currently the hottest team in the BBL, winning 10 of 11 matches, but despite sitting top of the South, Coach Bob Dunnywall is not being complacent.
We need to win from the standpoint of we can't go down 0-2 to them, and with only 1 loss to the Towers, we have 4. We don't want that gap getting any bigger. We'd like to start to close that gap. We've been working since our loss to them before as saying, hey, we can't let them get too far ahead. Tonight is a game in which we can start to close that gap.
This is the 33rd meeting between these London rivals, the Towers and the Leopards, with the Towers holding a 20-12 edge. Our game today comes from the Towers' home court, the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. A rivalry, yes, but maybe more important, it's a top-of-the-table Southern Conference clash. I'm Kevin Cato, and this is a game we've been looking forward to. The conference table tells the tale here. We see the Leopards on top by 2 points, but look, they have played 4 more games than the Towers. The Leopards are on a 7-game unbeaten streak, but tonight they are the underdogs. Chester are still the team in the North, with Manchester holding on to a last playoff spot. We're joined today by the Giants governor, Andre Lane. Andre, welcome. You've been part of these rivalries, but does being the underdog mean anything?
I think when you're the underdog, you tend to play a lot more loose, so I feel that Leopards will have a good game tonight.
Okay, thanks for that. There's plenty of intensity in this arena. Down at courtside, giving us the inside look at the teams, is Suzanne Dando.
Thanks very much, Kev. Now, if you're planning to go out after this game tonight at 8 o'clock, I'd hang on to that taxi because the London Towers Leopards games are notorious for going into overtime, so you might be late for that date. As far as the Leopards are concerned tonight, they're lacking a little bit of height against the Towers. They're still without Maurice Robinson through injury, but they have replaced him with assistant coach John Tresvant. He plays his first game for the Big Cats tonight. Whatever the outcome, hang on to your hat for this ride because it's sure to be a fast one. Sue's News at halftime. I'll see you then.
All right, Suze, thanks for that. Towers coach Nick Nurse has the upper hand in his meeting with Leopards coach Bob Dunnywall, having won 9 of their 12 meetings, including the last 4. For game action, Andre joins the maestro, Daniel Routledge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. That's definitely a stat Nick Nurse likes. Looking at the 2 teams, his Towers come into tonight's game in the unusual position of being second in the South. It's the first time since January 16 they've not occupied top spot in the conference. In the starters, Randy Duck marks his return to the BBL with a place in the backcourt alongside Eric Taylor, while Steve Bucknell returns to the side after missing Towers' last 4 European games through injury. To the visitors, and the Leopards top the Southern Conference for the first time since the split from a single league, thanks to their tremendous run of form which had seen them in their best winning streak for almost 3 years. To the starters, Dave Outwell fills the Robinson spot in the lineup, and how he and Alderson cope with Kendrick Warren inside is crucial. The backcourt of Kimbrough, Brown and Johnson will be a handful at both ends of the court for the London Towers. The 2 teams are out and ready to go. It'll be Rico Alderson against Kendrick Warren for the jump ball as the London Derby, round 2 for this season, gets underway, and the Leopards have the opening offense of the game. Now, tempo will be a key factor. You would expect the Leopards to be running as quickly as they can early in this game, Andre.
Yeah, what they have is 3 extremely quick guards that play off each other, move the ball well, and extremely athletic on the defensive end, as we see one of them.
And can knock the shot out too. Rashard Johnson hits the 3. The London Towers favourites here by 4 points, Andre. Would you be parting with your cash on that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's all personal for me, obviously being part of the London Towers before and also having some very close friends on this team. So I'll go with the Towers. However, I feel it's going to be a matchup between the Leopards guards, as you see them coming up with another steal and probably another 3-point shot.
And another 3-point make as Jason Kimbrough makes it 6-0 to the Leopards.
And this is a great start by the Leopards. They'll give them confidence, being, like as I was saying earlier on, being the underdogs mean you haven't got anything to lose. Just go out there and play your game. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. Now, one thing that concerns me as far as Leopards are concerned on defense is how well they manage to handle the big men of the London Towers.
Especially Kendrick Warren, who's really been dominant this year for the London Towers. He's been difficult for anybody to guard, but he has a huge height advantage over whoever the Leopards choose to put on him, and he's pretty athletic too, but he can't get that shot to go. Leopards come forward again with Johnson, backs out behind the arc. Now he penetrates, dancing through the middle, feeds Alderson, and it's 8-0 Leopards.
Yeah, this is going to be a real big problem for the Towers to stop the penetration of these Leopards guards, because then that forces the big men to come up and help, and then they've got easy dish-offs to people like Rico Alderson wide open underneath.
Taylor to Bucknell up top. Shot clock ticking down. Bucknell had it knocked away. There's the good hands from the Leopards defense. He keeps it alive, and the shot clock would have expired had the Leopards not come up with it anyway. Good feed from Alderson. The lay-in doesn't go. The tip doesn't either. Johnson knocks it away from Weidman. Inside, Rico Alderson, and it is 10-0 Leopards. Towers just haven't done anything yet.
Haven't done anything, and what the athleticism is just causing Towers immense problems defensively.
Well, Nick Nurse, this wasn't in the game plan whatsoever to be 10-0 down, 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the game. And before the game, we had a chat with Coach Nick Nurse and asked him about this Leopards-Towers rivalry.
It was kind of in the middle of my own rivalry up north, and now you come down south. It's certainly got a different feel to it. But I think, you know, this one has been maybe a little nastier than the Sheffield-Manchester one. We were probably playing for high stakes, you know, as they were a few years ago here. But it never got quite as the water started boiling, but down here it boils over sometimes. So the passion in the London rivalry is second to none in this league, and you know, it's used to be Mims and Cato, now it's Nurse and Donewald, and Bob and I have had our battles in the past too with the jobs he's had. So again, another interesting twist on the game.
Well, it is a rivalry that does boil over, but at the minute it's being a blowout by the Leopards right here.
Yeah, what Towers need to do is now go to their power game, which is the inside stuff. You know, pound that ball inside, move the ball. Here we go.
Stolen away by Brown. He's running it back to Alderson. Foul was called. Alderson couldn't get the lay-in to go, but that is the 4th steal in the game by the Leopards. We've only played 2:20. This is why they're chance to go 12-0 up now.
Those 3 guards that they have out there are just, they're exceptional in the backcourt. They really, really work hard defensively, and they know they've got a size mismatch. They know that, but what they do is they use their athleticism, got a great hustle in the backcourt, and that's what causes them to come up with many steals.
I was talking to Bob Dunawall before the game. He said if my guys come in with that swagger that they've had, that almost cockiness that they come with, they'll be in good shape, and they certainly have come out with the swagger so far.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to see them beat Chester a couple of weeks ago, and that's literally what they had, was the swagger of Steve Bucknell getting blocked on the inside.
Buck going back with it again, can't get it to go, and still the Leopards rebound and go. 11-0 they need. Johnson for 3. Yes! Unbelievable start by the London Leopards. 14-0. We haven't even played 3 minutes in the game.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. They really just like bolted out of the starting blocks, and right now Towers are they're just in disarray. They don't know what they want to run on offense. They just look like a team that have just got together.
Warren. Towers still trying to break their duck 3 minutes into the game. Weidman steps back to the hook. No, still can't get a basket to go, but he manages to tip it out to Warren, sells the fake, drives to the basket off the glass, and 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the game, having seen 14 go in at the other end, Towers get their first score.
Big bucket. Towers really needed that one to get them off the mark, or else it looked like it was going to be a long night for the London Towers on their home floor.
Atwell batting in. Kicked out to Brown, penetrating back to Atwell, shot clock ticking down, ripped away by Eric Taylor, and the Towers get a steal, their first of the game. Warren trailing, looking to back in on Alderson, going strong to the basket, not enough on it, good enough D by Alderson, just about keeps it in bounds.
I think playing that way is just literally playing into the Leopards' hands, one pass and trying to penetrate, and you got a whole bunch of blue shirts down there helping out.
5 of 6 shooting from the Leopards is stunning, 1 of 5 the other way is nothing to write home about. Inside, good pass along the baseline, Alderson had it knocked away. The Leopards, Towers, running it back. Warren all the way gets his second score of the game.
He's the only man that scored for the Towers so far this evening. It's a great start for the Leopards though. This will give them tremendous confidence. They've now got a 10-point buffer.
Alderson looking to go to work against Warren, goes along the baseline into a double team, throws it away. Bucknell to Duck. Duck misses the lay and 2 guys to tip it in, but they couldn't.
And if I count that, that's about, what, 4 layups that the Towers have missed so far.
Taylor stumbles, coming up with it and throwing it long is Kimbrough to Johnson. Johnson pulls up for 3. Oh my word, a 3 on the fast break. Leopards have yet to miss from deep. They're 3 of 3, 4 of 4.
Unbelievable fast break. They had layups, but I mean, they're just feeling it right now, and putting up at the 3-point line means that they're coming in here with that swagger, what Bob's talking about, and tremendous confidence.
Bucknell is short. Away come the Leopards again. Johnson wants it. He's made 3 threes already. Penetrate and tried to dish it. Perhaps should have took the 3 the way he's shooting the ball. Bucknell off the glass. Bucknell with the rebound off Taylor's miss, and Bucknell sticks it back. And this has been a blistering start to the game. We've seen 4 of 4 threes from Leopards. There's been 9 steals in the game. It's been end-to-end. It's an enthralling game. The Leopards leading by 11.
Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle your seatbelts, because this is going to be a rough one. Atwell drives to the bucket, gets the foul from Weidman.
Dave Atwell has really stepped up. He and Michael Martin have had to fill the gap left by Mo Robinson, who's out injured, and they've done a great job.
They're doing it well, because what you'll find is guys that don't get an opportunity to play, once you play them more and more and more, their confidence build up, and then what you see now is Michael Martin's playing well, and also David Atwell's playing extremely well.
Atwell rims out on the free throw. How do you attack the Leopards? Do you go as the Towers have effectively here with 3 guards and try and play them at their own game, or do you have to go with inside and trying to?
I say you got to occupy those guards first of all. Get the ball moving, because what's happening is Towers are losing the ball on penetrations. These guys are a little bit too quick for penetrations. They're going to come up with steals like they have been all evening so far. So what they need to do is break them down, set screens, use up some energy, and then pound it inside.
Bucknell, who has a considerable height advantage on Johnson, breaks the double team but throws it away. Atwell comes up with the 10th steal of the game. Kimbrough pulls up for 3. Unbelievable shooting from the Leopards. They are 5 of 5. He's got 2. Johnson the other 3.
This is incredible, the shooting display that the Leopards are putting on at the moment.
There's confirmation of the great shooting from the Leopards, and that is the difference between the 2 teams. 15 points right there.
So what we're getting is Towers are putting the ball on the floor, not moving the ball, everything's via a dribble, and every shot they take is a difficult one, just like the one what Kendrick Warren just took. Now, on the other side, Leopards are moving the ball, coming down off fast breaks and getting wide open looks, and the Towers need to do that offensively.
Alderson up on the 3-point line. Good hands from Warren to knock it into the backcourt. It won't be a backcourt violation as Warren knocked it away, but the shot clock's ticking down. Alderson racing to the basket, gets it to Atwell, just gets it off in time, but it didn't hit the ring before the buzzer. 24-second violation.
I'm surprised Nick Nurse hasn't made a move with a sub just to try and just give the Leopards a different look.
Randy Duck penetrating to the basket, draws the foul from Alderson. There's only been 2 fouls on the Leopards in the game so far. They're both on Rico Alderson. And they don't have too much along the bench, and they certainly don't have anybody that can fill his height too much. Michael Martin will come in immediately, but it's a position they're struggling with at the minute, the Leopards, inside.
Yeah, something I can relate to, having quite a few guys in foul trouble, and you just literally have to work with the personnel you have. And so far, Bob Dunmore has done an excellent job of getting these guys in there and getting his limited bench to play great minutes.
Johnson. Oh, good pass from Johnson to beat Atwell for the slam.
They jump out, the pick and roll, dump inside, here we go. David Atwell, boom, big time.
Weidman into Warren.
And that's what the Towers need to get more of. Interior passing, move the ball, just like here, and they'll come up with the easy looks. Leopards wisely slowing it down now, knowing that they've got a nice little comfortable lead.
Martin going along the baseline to Johnson, short on the lay-in. Rebound Weidman. Here come the Towers with Duck. Duck feeds to Bucknell. Great pass from Randy Duck.
Steve Bucknell's first game back ever since he came off the England break, and suffering from a torn calf muscle.
Good hand from Kendrick Warren to knock it loose. Here comes Steve Bucknell, has Warren with him. Warren! Oh, what a play from Kendrick Warren!
We said it would be end-to-end stuff, and we said it would be a rough ride, but neither team has disappointed us this evening. Great penetration, good kick, Steve Bucknell.
Warren taking off from the dotted line after he knocked the ball loose at the defensive end. There he is getting a block. Weidman comes down with the rebound. Taylor, Bucknell wants it in the post, he gets it. Out to Warren for three. Yes! Knocks it out. We have seen 6 3-point attempts in the game. They've all gone in, and the Towers have trimmed it back to 4, having been 14-0 down.
Big turnaround, big turnaround.
Oh, a long 2 from Kimbrough.
And you'd think that this would rattle the Leopards, but no, they come right back and then they stick the long 2. Great confidence what they're showing right now.
Kendrick Warren with 13 of the 19. Here he is for another 3. That's the first missed 3 of the game. The stick back from Weidman, not enough on it. Johnson running out of court, but just keeps his feet in, but loses the ball. Taylor to Weidman, is pinned, gets his own boards, falling over, knocks bodies flying. It's absolute chaos out there. There's Dave Atwell on the floor.
I just don't know what to say. This is like end-to-end stuff. It's exciting, and right now it is getting a little bit scrappy as Bob Dunmore looks to get the mature John Tresvant into the game, trying to settle his team down. And also Nick Nurse makes a move, bringing in the mature Martin Henlon to try.
And also a man who's played in a few London derbies, but this is the first time he's been on the Towers side, going against the Leopards. He was out, didn't play in that first game of the season, wasn't activated for BBL competitions, Eric Burks. So this is his first London derby on the other side of the coin.
You know, he's been thinking about this one all night.
Certainly has. He guided the Leopards to 2 league championships. He was the MVP in the Cup final as well. He was a player of the year whilst at the Leopards. Did it all with them. Now he goes against them. Warren has it ripped away. Johnson's got to throw it from the halfway line. Don't think he got it off in time, but it didn't go. Kendrick Warren dragged the London Towers back into this game. The Leopards in the first 14, but at the end of the quarter, they only lead by 6. We'll be right back.
We have a quarter shootout. What the... I can get my test back. What our contestants have to do. Mandy Dennis and John Paul Jerome are our competitors tonight. What they're going to have to do is run up, have a drop of Supermont, run back, go and get the sweets, fill your buckets, then come back down the end, pick the balls up, and the first one to shoot wins. You can get it in 30 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, run, go! Left hand side. Mandy with a lead. You've got it. This one too many there, never mind. And Duran's got the ball. John Paul Jerome gets it.
Welcome back to Crystal Palace, where a blistering first quarter in the London Derby sees the Leopards 25-19 up. How about that three-point shooting there, Andre Elaine? The one miss by the Leopards was the one on the buzzer there.
We've heard of on fire, but this is just blistering. They just cannot miss right now.
If we take a look at the second page and have a look at the rebounding, Towers going at the offensive board strong. Leopards haven't had an offensive board, but they haven't missed that many shots.
Yeah, all those offensive boards that the Towers have got rebounding their own misses. However, you know, the game has been really frenetic, up and down, hence that's why we've got 14 turnovers.
7 each way, and you can see the Leopards lead. They came out with the first 14 points of the game, and Kendrick Warren with 13 first quarter points just dragged his team back into it.
Yeah, this is a great game. I had the referees just walk over here, panting, looking for the water. I mean, it's end-to-end stuff for us. We're sitting here. The referees are sweating like mad. It's an electric atmosphere, and this is exactly what we've been anticipating all week.
Certainly, more. It was more than I anticipated this week, I tell you that much. It's Warren and Martin to jump it up for quarter number 2. Martin won it, but on the way up, so Towers will get possession.
Michael Martin, one of those bench guys that have really stepped up for the Leopards so far. I think the last 2 games he's played in, he had a double-double, 20 points and 12 rebounds, and he had a further 18 points the week before.
Good hands.
Brown comes up with the steal.
Good hands from Brown. Tresvant, there he is, still got some life in the old legs to chase down Cord.
The veteran gets himself an easy one. Bob Donville's pleased about that. However, if it continues at this pace, I don't think Tresvant will last.
He was some athlete in his day. His day was a few years ago, it must be said though. Good hands again, another steal. And just running out of court.
These guards are everywhere. That's Rashad. I mean, he started from one side of the floor and got the steal on the opposite side of the floor. They are just everywhere.
Leopards with 14 points from the 8 Towers turnovers. The other way, 8 off 7. You can see that Leopards are punishing when they do come up with the steals, especially Johnson, a couple of occasions, pulled down and knocks out a 3. John Tresvant gets his first foul of the game. What did it take him? Just over 30 seconds.
Great help defense by the Leopards. Every time a yellow shirt goes into the key, he's greeted by at least 2 or 3 blue shirts there. Nothing is coming easy for the Towers this evening.
Kendrick Warren misses the first free throw of the game for the London Towers. That is point number 14 of 20 for Kendrick Warren. Johnson to Tresvant up top. Hanlon gives him some space. Still Trez has it, looking for some help. Gets it to Michael Martin. 5 on the shot clock. Martin inside, back out, got to throw it. Kimbrough does under pressure for 3. That didn't go. A 24-second violation. Bob Dunawald up off his feet. He claims that they had the rebound before the shot clock expired.
This is that rule again. This is that rule again, which is driving the coaches mad right now because there's no continuation. You can't chase your guys down, can't chase the rebounds down, but however, as it stands, FIBA's got the rule and it's up to them to change it over the summer, I do believe.
Henlon knocks out a 3! Big man stepping out, I totally agree. I think that rule needs to be changed, and I think if FIBA don't do it, the BBL will next year.
Great defense by Martin Henlon getting out there denying the wings.
Kimbrough for 3 to reply to Henlon's. Henlon's there to get the rebound.
And that's something that they were lacking in the first half, that inside presence of Martin Henlon.
Burks for 3 doesn't go. Now the Leopards had 14 points in the first, what was it, 2:20. We played almost 10 minutes since then. They haven't got 14 yet. Oh, Henlon going for the block. So the Towers have really put the stop on the Leopards offense.
Yeah, what has happened is the 3-point shots are still there. Okay, they haven't really connected right now. But Martin Henlon's really doing a good job of plugging up that key area. And now the drives aren't as easy as they were before.
Of course, nobody enjoys a London derby more than Big Martin Henlon.
And he's played in quite a few.
I would imagine Henlon's probably played in more London derbies than anybody else on either team. I can't think. Bucknell might be close.
Yeah,
to
Steve
him.
Bucknell, I would think. No, Martin would have played more because Martin's been here for 3 and Steve Bucknell's been back for 2.
Warren for 3. Yes, knocks it out. Kendrick Warren is second 3 of the night, and it's down to 3.
What a contrast. You've got guards hitting the 3-pointers for the Leopards team, and you've got the 4 and a 5 man for London Towers knocking down the 3s.
Along the baseline, ball loose on the floor. Randy Duck just touched the line with his feet. As he grabbed the ball with his hands, that's out of bounds.
Ever since they've inserted Martin Henlon, it's really getting difficult for the Leopards now to get easy stuff going to the basket.
Now take a look at Duck's feet as he stumbles back. He's out of court there, but he's not touching the ball. There he is. Just lift your feet a little earlier and he'd have been okay. Because his knees were in bounds. Brown going back door, nobody picked him up. Burks fouled him when he got there a little bit too late. Simple backdoor pick on an inbounds, can't let that go.
There we go, Michael Martin alerts, sees the wide open. Who is that, Rod Brown?
Yeah.
These guys look all alike, these 3 guards they got in the backcourt.
They're all so quick, that's what it is. Brown off the back of the ring. They are all, of course, Western Michigan graduates.
And that probably helps because they've obviously played together for 4 years plus.
Yeah.
So they can read each other, hence that's why they can go ahead and gamble because they've got enough faith in each other.
Backcourt, good spot. Thought the referee might have missed that, but Randy Duck crossed the line and then brought his foot back.
Kind of unusual. Bob Dunwall calling an early timeout.
Couple of minutes into the second quarter, the Leopards lead is 4, and Bob calls for a timeout. Before the game, we had a word with Bob to see how the loss of Mo Robinson has affected the team.
He was a centerpiece to our offense, in fact, from the standpoint that we'd get the ball to him and we'd get our cuts and get our things going. We've adjusted a bit, but life goes on, and that's kind of what we learned in the States. Just play and don't look back. Just keep pushing forward and take the next play as it comes and see what you can make of it. And David Atwell and Michael Martin have really filled that role very, very well. And the guards and the captains and Rico, everybody just stepping up and we move forward.
Robinson is a big factor in their team. Second leading scorer, second leading rebounder. Look at the Leopard shooting stats there. 5 of 8 from every distance. It's consistent.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's what you call consistency.
It's good apart from the last one. 62 from the line is not that great.
Leopards calls the turnover. Bob Dunwall calls the timeout. So obviously he wants to set. He's got a set play set up here. But Nick Nurse wisely comes out in a 2-3 zone,
which causes the Leopards to rethink things and eventually throw it away. And Eric Taylor walks along the halfway line. He wasn't too far away from stepping into the backcourt himself there. Oh, Henlon trying to get Duck going back door. Leopards guards wise to it. Brown throws it back out. Johnson fakes the 3 now. Atwell from 16 feet off the back of the ring. The tip from Martin has too much on it. Burks with the rebound. Here comes Duck. He's got 3 Leopards in front of him, so he stops and waits for some help.
Leopards seem to get a steal near enough every other offense.
Taylor for 3 doesn't go. Burks chases it down but can only knock it out of bounds, and though he dives in to the corner to try and save it, he couldn't.
See Rashad Johnson screaming for a sub because it looks like the soles of his tennis shoes are coming off.
And
literally.
Over 3 minutes.
I hope he bought some spare shoes.
Since Leopards got a last goal. Johnson goes to the floor there. You can see the sole of his shoe just falling off there.
What, he got some glue?
Kimber to Atwell. There it is, 3.5 minutes since the last Leopard score. Burks knocks it out of bounds. And as you pointed out, it does seem to have coincided with Henlon coming onto court here. He's clogged up the middle and made it very difficult for them.
So now they have to rely on that outside, get that outside stuff going again to open it up on the inside.
Time running out on the offense. Brown with the rearranged shot.
Unbelievable. Bailout call. I don't know, yeah. I thought it was a bailout call because he was under pressure. It was a Hail Mary that he was throwing up there anyway. So let's see here. He's moving his feet. He got away with a push-off.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, that's a bailout. As they say, the ball never lies. And he missed the free throw.
Makes the second though. Eric Burks brings it forward into a double team, throws it into the back with Doug.
This pressure causing Towers some real problems. Getting them out of their offensive set. Haven't even made one pass yet.
Still haven't. And the shot clock's into single figures. One pass, they won't even get a shot off at this rate. Warren to Henlon. Oh! Is that
one bailout call deserves another.
On the arm, a foul is 9 blue.
Let's take another look at this one. Yep.
For the first foul.
Yeah. All right, we're even now. Right. We're even.
As long as Warren only makes 1 for 2 here, we're even. Yep.
The ball never lies, I'm afraid, Daniel.
Oh, he missed them both this time. Trez with the rebound. Kimber with the quick step.
Oh, Michael Martin!
Gets up to throw it down.
You're clear for takeoff, Michael Martin. Here we go.
Done.
That's exactly what you want. You want the young guys to bring with you. Energy, go crash the balls and cause problems for the other team. As Michael Martin nearly comes up with a steal and gets called for a foul.
John Tresvant is chasing the referee saying it was on me. I've never seen that in my life. Tresvant claiming a foul. That's Trez, the assistant coach, right there. He knows that they need Michael Martin more than they need him out there.
Yeah, because that was an important foul. You're talking with 5 minutes left. He's got 2 fouls, so now Bob Donald's got to go ahead and make a decision. Does he want to take him out or leave him in there to risk getting his third?
Weidman. Back out to Burks. Burks. All the way to the basket, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Rod Brown.
There's Rashad Johnson. There's a move in here, as you see. Yep, Eric Burks getting hit on the arm for the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
And here comes Rashad Johnson into the game. Different pair of shoes.
Back on the floor, sporting the white and silver.
Eric Burks going to the line looking for his first point in a London derby for the Towers. Not finding it.
Delayed just for a second.
And Burks gets his opening point of the affair. Both teams struggling really from the line. 60% isn't that great, and that's the better of the 2. 5 minutes into the second quarter. Towers with some pressure defense here. Johnson to the finger hole, lays it in.
Must be the shoes, must be the shoes. As he slices and dices and dances his way to 2 points. Nick Nurse absolutely livid about a call down there. Offensive foul.
Hanlon called for it. The referee on the baseline, Trevor Pounton, didn't call it, which is what Nick Nurse is arguing the case. He said, you should have seen that. You were on the near side. Here's another look. Henlon, I think, makes some contact, but Johnson does.
But I don't think Nick was talking about this actual foul. This was a foul. He was moving on the screen. He was talking about the other end. And Nick is still mad about that call.
Tresvan.
Defensively now, Towers really paying particular attention to these guards now.
Johnson for 3 again. His 4th of the night, his 1st of the second quarter. He's only missed 1, and that was a prayer on the buzzer at the end of the 1st. Henlon spins round. Oh, nice touch from the foul line.
Martin Henlon, 2 of 2.
They've both been long shots, too. Leopards leading the Towers by 9 in the London Derby. Kimber turning the corner for the lay-in. Nice play.
Yeah, they love that elbow pass. Set the man up, come off there hard for the easy layup.
Birch into Weidman. Trez coming round for the steal. Good hands from Tresvan. Tried to keep it in bounds. Weidman might have gone over the halfway line. Birch lays it in.
Yeah, his foot was right in front of me. His foot went on the halfway line, over the halfway line. Should have been a backcourt violation. They got away with it. As you see, his foot hits it there.
Yeah.
But wisely, he passes it to Eric Burks, who takes it strong to the glass for 2.
Johnson looking to go against Bucknell. Bucknell gets a hand in his face as he shoots way off the maul. Henlon with the boards, trying to get it out to somebody. Throws it ahead of Taylor. Bucknell gets it to Weidman. Charging foul is called on Tom Weidman. Dave Atwell taking the stand. Foul number 2 on the Towers big man.
I think it was one of those calls that could have gone either way. That both players, as you see here, Atwell literally stepped into his pass. So that should have been, I think that should have been a no call in a situation like that. You're talking 2 big guys going at it. Yeah, no need to call a little touch foul in that situation. However, whoever does the best acting job draws the foul.
17 Leopards points off of 12 London Towers turnovers, 8 from 8 the other way. The Towers, A, have coughed the ball up too many times, and B, haven't punished the Leopards in the same way the Leopards have punished the Towers. Kimber short, rebound Towers, away comes Taylor. Taylor to the basket, has it whipped away. Johnson is called for the foul.
Big time block, but a late call. Great for Rashad Johnson to get back just out of frame there, just couldn't really see it.
Substitutions for the Towers. Warren and Duck back in. But and Weidman sitting down.
Talking, it's a very intense game for the players on the floor. However, it's still intense for the 2 guys on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
However, the man to my right, Mr. Nick Nair, seems to be the more flustered of the 2.
There's the turnovers in the game so far, 12 and 8. Towers are normally the safest with the ball in their hands, and Leopards normally cop the ball over more times than any other team in a game, but the average is reversed.
Yeah, you're talking London Towers averaged 9.8 a game, and the Leopards averaged 16.2, so that's a lot of turnovers. However, they're managing to keep that number down this evening.
Brown. Still Brown to Tresvan. Shot clock down to 5 as Duck tries to knock it away and eventually does from Tresvan. Here's Randy Duck, 4-on-2 break to Bucknell, to Taylor. Somebody had to be open 4-on-2.
It just seems like this second quarter has sort of lost its consistency, lost its pace. It's a little bit herky-jerky right now, and it just seems that these teams probably played that first quarter on emotion, and now that's all out the window. Now it's just down to basketball. So I think, you know, after this second quarter's up, we'll get a smoother second half.
Brown fires too long. It was always going to be difficult to match the intensity of the first quarter. And Kendrick Warren draws the foul from John Tresvan, foul number 2 on him.
Second foul on Tresvan.
Double teamed him, tag team. But with both teams in the penalty, it'll be a long walk for Kendrick Warren to the other end for 2 free throws.
for Warren at the line.
Got a kind roll on that one, and boy did he need that. He's struggling from the line tonight. That's only his second in 5 attempts.
Yeah, Kendrick isn't trying to go to the free throw line this evening. I think just give me the ball so I can make some layups.
There we go. That's the easiest way to do it.
There you
Get
go.
your own rebound and stick it back.
I told you, he doesn't want to be on that free throw line shooting free throws. Let me just miss it, go get my rebound and make me an easy layup.
It's a 3-point Leopards lead off 6 straight points from the London Towers. The Leopards blistered out of the blocks with the opening 14 points. Towers have yet to take the lead. And Kimbrough, with a jumper, stretches it to 5.
Yeah, the guards defending these guards in these pick and roll situations can't afford to get caught up on the screens. If you do that, these 3 guards have such a quick release. If you do that, these guys got wide open shots. Towers really need to come up with a score on this offensive set. Steve Bucknell goes inside, gets the foul, will go to the line.
There's another look, good lob in, but there's the rotation help defense.
That's great. Like I said, the Leopards know that they've got the size disadvantage. However, anything that goes down in the paint, they're going to make you earn it. If that means they foul you or they challenge a shot, but they will make you earn it on the inside.
Bucknell draws iron. Towers struggling from the line tonight. Bucknell, an 80% shooter on the season. He's 17th in the country.
However, neither of these teams shooting very well from the free throw line. Both of them shooting around the 68 mark from the free throw line.
Ouch. Johnson with the one-handed floater inside. We've got just under a minute to play. The London Towers trailing the London Leopards 38-44. Well, we talked about Martin Henlon playing in all these Towers Leopards games. Before the game, we asked him about the big rivalry.
Well, I think traditionally, both the Towers and Leopards have built their teams and their coaching staffs around people with electric personalities, shall we say. This year you've got Nurse and Donwald, 2 of the more charismatic coaches that people know and will pay attention to how their teams are doing. And on the court as well, you've got players that really do get energized by the atmosphere. And so a rivalry like this will encourage the likes of Eric Burks and Rashad Johnson. And it's interesting, always good to see those kind of players go up against each other in this kind of environment.
Said a lot of good things there, Martin Henlon, but he'll always give everything he can for the win, especially in big games like this.
Yeah, this is the games that he thrives on. I mean, he'll go into some games, he will do his thing, he will always come to win. However, these London rivalries are special. They're really special because they go back to the days of playing at the Docklands Arena and the big games that they used to have at the Wembley Arena, which I was fortunate to be a part of. And yes, it was a great experience.
Level in this quarter. Leopards won the first quarter only by 6, though, having scored the first 14 points, and that is the difference in the game.
Watch out for the set piece from Nick Nurse coming out of the timeout.
Watch out for the steal from the Leopards defense again.